Love Bug families. Today for math, I'm going to incorporate what today's day is. And today is the letter X for X's and O's. Now you can absolutely play regular tic-tac-toe at home today with your family. That's always a great game. It's a good strategy game. Children love it, families love it. But I'm going to show you also how you could just take a pair of dice and you can make your own tic-tac-toe with math. So what I'm going to do is make a tic-tac-toe board, and I'm just using the back of my calendar. You can do this at home. And then you and whoever you're playing with can pick numbers to fill in that could be rolled on 2 dice, okay? So the lowest number you could pick is a 2, and then you move up, and a 6 and a 6 make a 12. So you can have any numbers in between. All right, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna put a 2, a 10, an 8. Let's put a 5, a 3, a 4, a 12, a 6, and let's put a 9. Now, obviously, there are some numbers left out, and that's okay. If you roll that number and it's not on the board, you get to roll again. That's how I would play it. Okay, so you would take turns. Somebody's an X and somebody's an O. So let's say the person who's an X rolls first. They got a 3. They put an X on the number 3. Now the person who's an O rolls. They got a 4 and a 3. What is that? That's a 7. But I don't have a 7 on my board, so you get to roll again. I have a 6 and a 1. Oh, it's 7 again. They really wanted 7. And 7 again. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what this is. A 6 and a 5. When you add those together, you get an 11. Do I have an 11 on the board? Nope, so I get to roll again. A 3 and a 1. What number is that, love bugs? That's a 4. And the person who's the O would make an O there. Now remember, for tic-tac-toe, you need 3 in a row. It could go diagonal, it could go across, or straight up and down. Person who's an X is rolling. They got a 3 and a 2. How much is that? 5. So they put an X on the 5. A 5 and a 1. What is that? 6. So the person who's an O goes here. X's turn. 6 and a 4. What do they get? 10. Now, if your love bug needs to draw pictures, well, they actually don't need to draw pictures. They could just count each one. They can. But we should be encouraging them to subitize. That means they just look at them and can tell you it's 10. The more we practice this skill, the better we get at it, so that we don't have to count the dots. All right, so X's is in good shape right here to maybe win, or maybe go here. O's needs a 9, or maybe they need a 12 so they can block over here. Okay, let's see what happens when O goes. O got a 3 and a 3. It was on the board. So now X goes. X gets a 6 and a 2. That's an 8. So X goes here. Okay, O's rolls. A 3 and a 2 is a 5. That was already taken. It's up to you, love bug families. If you want to say it was already crossed out so they go again, you could do that. So circles could go again. A 6 and a 4 isn't there. We're going to try for one of these numbers. A 7. A 5 and a 1 is a 6. We're still waiting for circle. Okay, so this was a good move for circle. They had a 1 and a 1. They got a 2. So they blocked the X's right there. So now it's going to come down to the very end. X's goes and they get a 10. There's not a 10 available. So they can roll again. We'll play that way. It's fine to roll again. Whatever rules work for your family that you want to decide upon, that's fine. We have an 11. It's not on the board. Okay? It wasn't on the board. So I've been playing, if it wasn't ever on the board, you could, I think before I skipped it, but it's up to you, okay? And you would keep playing like this until you get a final thing. Now let's pretend, and let's say that X's went and they went here. X's would have won because they had 3 in a row. You may play and not have any winner. Sometimes that happens in tic-tac-toe. And if that happens, then what you would do is just erase the board and then you can start again. And if you want to play again, you make a new board and you could put whatever numbers you want in it that you can roll on the dice. Now, I kept getting 7s that I didn't have on there, 11s. I could put a 5, a 9, a 10, a 3, a 2, maybe an 8, whatever you want, and a 6 over here. Each time can be a little different, but it just takes tic-tac-toe and puts a little twist on it so that you're practicing a math skill of adding numbers together or subitizing. Okay, love bugs, have fun with it. Let me know if you had fun or who won X's or O's, and enjoy your X's and O's day. Bye.